Leah, Michelle, Resistance Chicks, coming at you January 24th, 2017. We got more stories for you today.
All right, so exclusive, not so exclusive anymore. Trump expected to order temporary ban on refugees. President Donald Trump is expected to sign executive orders starting on Wednesday.
That's tomorrow.
That include a temporary ban on most refugees and a suspension of visas for citizens of Syria and 6 other Middle Eastern and African countries, according to several congressional aides and immigration experts briefed on the matter. Trump is expected to order a multi-month ban on allowing refugees into the United States except for religious minorities escaping persecution. Hopefully that's Christians. And they're not going to come here to blow me up.
You're not really afraid. We're not really afraid because we're Christians. We believe God will protect us.
Right.
So get your life right with God or they may just blow you up.
Another order will block visas being issued to anyone from Syria, Iraq, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, said aides and experts who asked not to be identified. The sources have said the first of the orders will be signed on Wednesday, but Trump is also considering measures to tighten border security and could turn his attention to the refugees issue later this week. The border security measures could include directing the construction of a border wall with Mexico and other actions to reduce the number of illegal immigrants living inside the United States. Stephen Legomsky,
It's a cool name.
Lego My Sky.
Lego My Sky.
Lego My Sky, that's what his name is. Lego My Sky. Was chief counsel at U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services.
Oh my.
They're
not going to be able to understand you
I'm
unless
sorry,
you alliterate
Lego My
in the-
Sky. Okay, he's the chief counsel of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services in the Obama administration, said the president had the authority to limit refugee admissions and the issuance of visas to specific countries if the administration determined it was in the public's interest. From a legal standpoint, it would be exactly within his rights, said Lego My Sky. Lego Minsky.
Just keep saying Lego My Sky.
A professor at Washington University School of Law in St. Louis. But from a policy standpoint, it would be a terrible idea because there is such an urgent humanitarian need now for the refugees. And I understand that. But I'm going to play you right now a video from Yemen.
We're gonna go to Yemen. We going to Yemen.
I just wanted to show you that in all of this talk about Muslim brotherhood and Muslim peace and got the women's march and the Muslim culture, there are some women out there well, you just watch. These are women brandishing weapons, chanting "Death to America."
Death to America. That's awesome.
The only thing is they'll probably trip at least. Women of Yemen are just like its men. In the face of aggression, they talk and act in a way no less forceful than the fighters on the front lines. How could it be any different when they are the ones that mothers and sisters of the martyrs? They are set out today as part of the forceful against the infidels campaign in the capital, carrying the flag of victory in one hand and a weapon in the other. The event was attended by multitudes of women.
تضمنت عرضا عسكريا رمزيا
included a symbolic the military which sent the following message: we are here and if necessary we are willing to make sacrifices and are ready for combat. The blood of the women and children of Yemen must not be ignored. The blood of the women and children of Yemen must not be ignored. The event included an important message for the free women of Yemen.
They look free.
They look like they need a women's march.
حرائر اليمن.
We say to all the men who refrain from joining in fighting, if you do not seek the honor of defending the land, is that even a girl under it? How do you even know? How do they even see out them things? You know what? Here's the thing. If we're going to go to battle, I want her fighting. I want her firing at me. If out of anything, you know why? Because you can't see nothing.
And she's going to be a great big old target.
The honor of defending the religion of Allah and elevating His words through shotguns. And the honor of defending this precious country. Hand your weapon over to the women and they will have this great honor. You're going to have to take that headscarf on if you're going to have some good accuracy. Okay? I have a message for the men who sit at home. They are not even women, they are half women. And we don't even know what you are. Because you got on a red hat and this thing, this black thing.
It looks like it could be a Make America Great Again hat. It does.
Because women are more honorable than them.
أشرف منهم أنكم
The message for them is you have forsaken this precious country.
خذلتم هذا الوطن الغالي.
Allah Akbar, death to America, death to Israel.
Do you remember the Allah Akbar from our German post there in the German Women's March?
Now guys, we just have to keep hitting this. Pause that. One more time. When you're calling Trump supporters and Trump Nazis and fascists, and you got these people that are crying death to Israel.
I'm going to pretend like I played the video and now I'm back. Okay?
Just going to insert it.
These are the kind of people that we're not going to let in.
No.
Right now. At this moment, until we we work with them. Maybe we send some of the women's rights movement there.
Yeah.
Work with them a little bit over there.
Sure.
You know,
I nominate Madonna and Ashley Judd and Scarlett Johansson to go first.
And I think
leading that march.
I think that Linda Southsauer should definitely be there too.
She should be there,
and she should be there for women's rights. And
yes.
and then we'll just take every woman for the women's march. Just go
and please take your pink vagina hats.
Just go and
take those and wear those.
Take their veils off of them and take the whole thing off and put on little pink hats for them.
Yes.
Okay, and take their armor and the guns and the little things they were holding. Take those off and just try to talk to them.
Sure.
And tell them how oppressed they are.
Yeah.
And if they shoot you, I'm really going to be sorry about that.
Well,
that might happen. I just need you to know that when you sign up,
sure.
They might not appreciate.
They may chop your hand off. They may whip you. They may hang you. They may rape you. They may beat you.
Right.
Yeah.
So that might be one reason why we don't let them in from Yemen.
Yemen.
Okay. That might be one reason. Just one. Now, there are people who are suffering. There are people who are suffering in Syria. Don't get me wrong. We're not going to laugh or joke about it. But if somebody has a disease, right, you're going to make sure
they're quarantined.
They're quarantined, right. And if you
suspect that they have been around somebody
Ebola
that has it, they got to go into a quarantine area for, they've got to be vetted. They've got to have their blood tested.
But I have to tell you guys, listen, it sounds like Japanese internment camps. We're not doing anything to anybody in the United States.
Right.
We're talking about people who are in Yemen. If you just want to bring them over here, we might have a problem.
Yeah, men.
Okay, we got to think straight. Okay? This is not like the Japanese internment camps where you just round up regular American Japanese. It would be prudent at the time to not let people in Japan into the United States after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Prudent not to let them in at that moment until we figure this whole, war thing out. Mm-hmm. And until we figure this whole Islamic terror thing out, even moderate and certain Muslims will tell you, hey, you know what? I think it's probably a good idea too. Even though a lot of Muslims did come here and became Christians. We've seen some videos of it, which is fantastic.
Well, it's kind of hard to come into America and not let the power of God touch you when you come from another country.
Right.
It's just really powerful.
So I'm all for opening up our hearts, and I'm going to share with you a story where maybe we should go over there. And maybe we should be sending our aid over there and sending us over there. And if we're going to put our lives in the line, then we have to make sure that we know that that's what we're going to do if we're going to help these people. And we have to make those choices.
There are plenty of people that showed up in Washington on Sunday of the female gender that seem to have enough time on their hands to leave their family and money that I think they should volunteer to go first.
It's a free ranger project or something. I'm gonna bring that up for next video. As a guy who goes to Iraq, and man, God saved his life several times, and he went into these Iraqi cities where 10% of them are still with ISIS mentally, right? And he said, maybe 50% weren't.
Wow.
So, and some of the people that they were giving food to called some of the ISIS people, and they were bombed and they tried to kill them.
Oh my gosh.
But they kept going. So those are the kind of, okay, that's another story. But through this, another story with the Yemen thing, it kind of all ties together. First drone strikes under Trump kill Al-Qaeda commander in Yemen. The first reported U.S. drone strikes under President Bush have allegedly...
President Trump, different person. Thank God it's not Bush. Thank you, Jesus, it's not Bush.
Say that?
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad it's not another Bush. Okay, carry on.
President Donald Trump have allegedly killed 10 jihadists from the thriving Al-Qaeda branch in Yemen, including one of the terrorist group's field commanders. So you can look that up.
That's on Breitbart.com.
Yeah. So anyways, that's one of the reasons why these certain countries we got to vet them stronger, and we don't have the proper vetting in. Because
we have to put our gas masks on first, guys. We are kind of in a weakened place as America. We're divided. We've got a lot of stuff going
Europe,
on.
All those problems, all the rapes, the bombings were all from the refugees.
Right. We're not ready. We don't have the ability as a nation to be bringing these people into...
Especially because they're told to lie to your enemy.
It's kind of like, consider if you knew a family that was getting a divorce and somebody needed to foster a child. Would you send that child to that couple that was in the middle of a divorce? No, you wouldn't. Or even in marriage counseling or whatever. I'd say we're more in the marriage counseling stage in America right now, but we're having some trouble. It's a rocky time. This is not the time that you send foster children here to America. All right? We just can't take it. We need to be unified first. And I think that's going to happen this year. I'm really excited about 2017.
Yeah, but at the same time, even if we were a strong nation, we have to,
Well, then we would have the ability to vet these people properly. But even right now, we just don't.
I don't even know how you vet. I don't know how you do. I don't know. That's above my pay grade. How do you vet and make sure somebody isn't a terrorist?
That's a very good question.
When they are told that they can lie.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we'll leave that one to you smarter people out there. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Please follow us on Twitter, like and subscribe to Resistance Chicks and Mass Faith 3, and don't forget to ring the bell if you want to get notifications. Leave comments. We love hearing from you guys. We'll see you soon.
I was cold, all alone, no place for home, every day, so afraid, but you called my name.